Salvador's second grade class did a project called Classroom Hatching. This is when you hatch eggs in the classroom. Follow along the journey of hatching eggs in our classroom.
The first thing Miss Alvarez did was order eggs for us to hatch. She ordered from mypetchicken.com. They got mailed to us, and Miss Alvarez picked them up from the post office. They were packed really good so they didn't break in the mail.
In fact, the eggs you eat could never be chickens. Eggs that hatched have to be fertilized by a rooster in order for a chicken to go inside. After we got the eggs ready, we had to do two things: get our incubator ready and eggs ready to be incubated.
First, we took the eggs out of the box. We flipped them upside down, pointed side down. This allows for the air bubbles to move up to the big end. We lift the egg out of for about 12 hours at room temperature.
Interesting fact: when the chick hatches, it cracks open the big end, which is called the air pocket. This is where it takes its first breath before hatching out of its egg.
Next, we set up the incubator. We have to let the incubator run without eggs in them to get the temperature right before the eggs go in. After we plug it in, we have to fill side A with water. We don't fill side B until day 19. The water is to raise the humidity percentage.
Something we learned. You have to pour the water very slowly so it can fill up the incubator, as it spills everywhere. Fact: the temperature needed in our incubator needed to stay at 99 degrees, and humidity needed to stay in 50 and 55%.
We put the eggs in the incubator. We also had to check the water so the humidity stays the same.
Once the eggs were in the egg turner, we had to test the egg turner.
Interesting fact. The eggs need to be turned at least 3 times a day to help them develop correctly. Ours ran automatically because we weren't in our room all the time to do it.
On day 9, we got to candle our eggs. This a program where you shine a light inside the egg to see if the chick is developing. We are looking for a dark shadow. If there isn't one, that means no chick developed. You can use a flashlight to do this, but our incubator had a built-in light.
Whoa, I see a big dot. Don't you see it? Right there.
Just hit the button. The light button.
Is there a chicken?
Do you see it?
A dot? I don't see no dot.
This whole...
Here we go. Sadly, on day 9, we discovered that two eggs had not started to
to develop.
During this project, we learned about the life cycle of a chicken. Stage 1, the hen lays the eggs and sits on it, or they go in an incubator like our eggs. This process takes 21 days.
Something we learned during our 21 days, we got to keep track of how the chick was growing with a chick calendar and life-size eggs that show what is happening in the egg.
Stage 2, while it's in the egg, on days 1, 2, 3, and 4, the heart forms and gets bigger. After day 5, the chick grows a little bit. Every day by day 21, it fills the whole egg.
The eggs hatch, the chick crack the egg, the push its way out. Stage 4, it lives its life as a chicken on a farm. Stage 5, it grows up to be a hen or rooster, and the recycle repeats. On day 19, we needed to raise the humidity, so we added water to side B. We wanted the humidity between 70 and 80%. We also had to take out the egg turner. We do this because the eggs don't need to be turned anymore. They are about fully developed and could hatch any day.
Interesting fact, we also take out the egg turner because when they hatch, the eggs will need to move around so the chicks can push out. It could get caught on the turner and not survive.
Our chick hatched due to the snowstorm over Easter 2022. We had no school and our chick hatched. While we were gone, we only had one chick hatch. Sadly, this sometimes happens, but we are happy we got one. Miss Alvarez went and got him and keep it at her house.
When the chick hatches, they still have fluid on them. You're supposed to leave it in the incubator for about a day to let the chick dry. It also helps the other chicks hatch because they hear the chirping.
We didn't need to feed our chicks for 24 to 48 hours because when they are in the eggs, they eat the yolk, so they are well fed when they are born. They do need water, though Miss Alice used a small Tupperware lid for the lid. You use this so that the chicks don't drown in the water. You might need to show your chicks how to get water. Science, he doesn't have his mom to do it.
There are special feeders and waters you can buy if you plan on keeping them longer.
Miss Alvarez took care of our chick for 1 day before he was rehomed. Meet Blizzard. Fun fact, her dog loved her, Blizzard. Jocelyn Johnson from our class got to take him home to her farm to live.
If you want to do a classroom hatching, things to know. It's better to do in April or springtime. You shouldn't pick up the chicks right away.
Where they might not all survive or hatch. Fill water every day. Make sure someone can check them every day.
So I'm here to show you our chicks. One, I'll show you a lizard that we hatched in our classroom. Let's try to find him. Where is he? Aha. Look at him. He's like, look at him, he's so big. He's got like a tiny bump right here. I don't know why, but
That's his wing. Part of his wing.
oh, that's part of his wing. And look at him. Look at his feathers on his back. That's cool. Look at him. He's so big. And here are other chicks. Oh, here are other chicks. And here are more of our chicks that are almost fully feathered out. Can't really see them, but you can see there's... How many? I can't really see.
And then here's our ducks. They'll go in the coop here pretty soon. They're getting a little big for that little container, so they'll be in the coop here in the next few days.
Yeah, and we're gonna put a little kiddie pool in there so they can swim. And we might make another like a big compartment because they make quite a mess.